Average is wasted potential. Remember when you were a kid and you had dreams of becoming something great? When you're a kid, you are the purest form. You can be the purest version of you. And there's one thing for sure that you did not want to be when you were a kid, and that is the average person. If you are ambitious, if you have goals that you want to attack, average will be your hellhole. Because we all remember when we were kids. We all remember what we wanted to be. I remember I wanted to be a football player. Some people wanted to be a rock star. Some people wanted to be a dentist, a doctor. Some people had a little bit more realistic dreams, but then there was that one kid who wanted to be an astronaut. So it ranges, right? But a lot of people don't complete those dreams, mainly because we see the steps that it takes to get to those dreams and we don't amount to it. So what does everybody do? They waste their potential. They waste what they could be on meaningless day-to-day tasks, meaningless 9 to 5s. 9 to 5s where you're not going to get any value to yourself, you're not going to get any value to somebody else, you're just there to get a paycheck. And what I realized is that every dream you have is accomplishable. But the scary thing that we didn't realize when we were kids is that the steps to these dreams test us. It tests us to see if we really are about what we say we're about. Test to see if we can actually rise to the standard of these dreams. Being a football player ain't easy. Being a rock star ain't easy. And of course, as we get older, over time, our dreams, our ambitions change. But one thing we never said when we were kids is, I want to be average. I want to be just like everybody else. No, even as kids, we had the mindset to rise above the common man. So why do we go back and forth over this whole thing of, oh, I want to be average. Being average is okay. Now, yes, being average is okay, but it's not okay if that's something you don't want to do. If that has never been your true ambition, then it's not okay. Then you have to rise above. Because it's all possible. It's all possible. You know, it just takes the steps to get there. It takes the hard work, the discipline, the mindset. It takes a plethora of things. But when you start a mission, you can't just give up the mission. You have to keep going, keep hammering at it. And eventually you'll be rewarded for your hard work, for the work that you put in. That's the cool thing about life is that we all have different paths. We all have different journeys. We all have different ambitions. But at the same exact time, it has some sort of synchronicity to it where we all kind of have the same patterns, the hero's journey, the pitfalls, the successes, the ups, the downs. The thing is, the average person is wasted potential because when they feel it down, they stay down. They stay down, you know. And then they have other people in their lives who also have those ambitions, but then they stay down. So those people are telling the other person, hey man, just stay down. Why rise above? Why break the atmosphere? Maybe that person just had to go a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Maybe it was a day, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. But eventually they're going to break the atmosphere. You have all these people who fell into those pit holes and stayed there, who want to make movies, but found a pretty good job. Not something they really like, but it pays the bills, right? And then they stayed there. And as you get older, people will crap on your dreams more and more. As a kid, you could say anything. I want to be a magician. I want to be a princess. I want to be an astronaut. Then, as you get older, those careers that you thought you could have, like a magician, a princess, those wild ones, they get kicked over, pushed to the side. No, you can't do this. No, that's not realistic. Which is true. But even the ones that are realistic still get kicked to the side. And at this point, it's because people just want you to just be like them. They just want you to go with the tides, be like them, get something safe, and continue to be a cog in the system instead of breaking out of it. So those people are people you gotta watch out for. You gotta watch out for the people who say things like, I don't think it's gonna work. Man, I mean, you can try, but, or who have bad belief systems. Like, oh, the movie business, it's rigged. The movie business is rigged, basically saying that even if you do try, give it your all, you still won't succeed. But they'll say it in a nice way, a kind way, a way to kind of convince you that, oh, maybe they're right. And then this one belief turns into another belief, and then turns into another belief, and then eventually you completely stop doing and stop taking the actions to accomplish and past the average person, and then they succeeded. Society succeeded. They got you where they wanted you. They got you in that hamster wheel, in that trap that they perceived you to have. So the question now is regret or discipline? And I've already made a video about that. Check that out if you haven't. Regret or discipline, guys, it's very simple. And every day we have the choice to do something disciplined or do something we're kind of regret. Fall into comfort, fall into just the BS instead of going after our dreams, going after our passions. And then once you get older, 60, 70, that's when the ghost of regrets really start to knock at your door. That's when you really truly realize, wow, I could have been great, but I listened to others. I wasn't disciplined enough. I didn't stop this bad habit or this one or this one. Small bad habits that can just completely shatter your dream. Maybe a little overeating, maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That just shatter your dreams. Listening to people. Oh, maybe Timmy's right. Maybe the movie business is rigged. Maybe I can't be an actor. Maybe I can't do this. People who don't even have any expertise in that field telling you, the person who actually knows, the person who actually knows, who actually did their research about the field, telling you you can't do it. It's because they just want you to be like them. Because if you shine so bright, that brightness will have people reflect upon themselves and see that they didn't want to be average. And there's two things you can do when you get that. You can get inspired and do something about it, or you can get jealous, envious, and start to hate that person, start to reject them in your life, or start to tell them, yo, I don't think that's gonna work, bro. I don't think that's gonna work. And slowly try to get them off their path so you don't have to reflect on your own lives. And if you feel like you've done something like this before, then you gotta stop that shit right now. Because what you're really doing is holding back the global consciousness, holding back the creation, the God power that we have within us. So that's it. Online coaching, link in the bio for self-improvement or bodybuilding. And I'll see you on the next one.